Hello and welcome into another edition of the Scorching Start on the Birds Broadcast Network. I'm your host, Sammy Miller, alongside your broadcasters, Ian Nicholas and Dylan Pescatore. And today is the day. It's game 44, the final regular season of the Firebirds year. I cannot believe it's already here at Eldridge Park. But before we get into today's game against the Chatham Anglers, let's talk about last night's huge victory, 11-4 win over the YD Red Sox. The Firebirds are currently the #1 seed in the East. Unbelievable performance by the Firebirds, and a big reason to that was their strong offensive performance from the first pitch. A player that stood out to me is none other than Matt Hallback, who had 3 runs, 4 hits. How important is he to this offense, Ian?
Oh, he's everything. If you're batting cleanup, you're special. And Matt Hallback has solidified his spot, batting 4th in this order night in and night out. He had the first 2 hits of yesterday's game, and then Orleans exploded in that 4th inning, and he contributed in that 4th inning as well. Matt Hallback has seen the ball so well. His at-bats all summer long have been fantastic. He's always going to put the ball in play, and what gets me really excited is he's hitting the ball for power as of late. I mean, he had a couple doubles and triples, but over the last 2 weeks, he's launching home runs. He had 2 against Brewster a few days ago over the left field wall. Yesterday, he came up big throughout the game once again. Matt Hallback has such a good, well-rounded game. He's so good at first, so you're always going to have him in the lineup there. He is one of the best players on this team, and I think right now the most consistent performer.
And on the bump, we had a brand new pitcher, Jaden Winter. He made his Firebirds debut, went 2 innings, and only allowed 1 run. What did you like from his performance?
Yeah, I really liked it because, Sammy, we talked to a lot of these pitchers, and their debut, it's scary to come over here in the Cape Cod Baseball League and pitch for your first time. At times, they can struggle. Then they start to get their footing in the second and third appearances. Winter was good from pitch number 1 against a really tough lineup that the YD Red Sox put out. 2 innings, 1 run, got the game started. Didn't go long. He got 2 innings in because the Firebirds need him this weekend for the playoffs, but he was really impressive.
Now, it's always important on any pitching staff to have that go-to lefty. The Firebirds, they may have found it last night in Ryan Reeses, the pitcher from UC San Diego. How important is he moving on in the playoffs?
Oh, well, ever since Riley Fry left this team, and for good reason, he was drafted into the MLB by the Braves, this team has needed a go-to lefty out of a bullpen. Ryan Reeses, his second-year Firebird, probably had his best performance in Orleans over his last 2 summers yesterday. It's a loaded YD lineup, and he struck out 2 of their biggest bats in the middle of the order when Orleans needed it to. Coming in the 4th inning, Orleans has a big lead, but 2 runners on, and facing Hunter Hines, and he strikes him out. And then the next inning, he strikes Braden Montgomery out, who had a couple big run-scoring hits early on in the game. He does it with a certain kind of swagger. He's got a big smile, and he likes to show it because he's got stuff that was pumped up to the low 90s yesterday. The hardest we've seen him throw here in Orleans, and he has great command of his stuff. If he's not walking guys, he did hand out a few walks yesterday, but he went 3 1/3, so that's kind of expected. He worked really well through traffic, and even when those situations get a little tougher, he's found a way to get out of it.
And like you noted, he likes to get hype. When he was getting out of those jams, he made sure the entire dugout saw it. It was great to see. Now focusing on today's game, it's going to be Evan Truitt on the start, but he will definitely need to be utilized in the playoffs. So Dylan, what arm should we be expecting?
Yeah, Evan Truitt will probably go 1 or 2 tonight, saving him for a potential playoff start or even a relief appearance. He's done that this summer. But then a few other arms who haven't been used a lot this summer and in the past week to get them a few innings as well before the playoffs. A guy like the lefty, Chase Loomis, as well as Sam Leboki out of the bullpen, a right-handed arm, and maybe even a few new guys. Maybe the righty Joel Rodriguez, we haven't seen him yet. He could get a few innings in before the playoffs. So this is kind of like a test track for Kelly Nicholson, seeing who really has their best stuff before the big games really come around.
Now, aggressive base running has definitely been a big point of emphasis for this Firebirds team. How important is that to really kickstart their offense today?
Well, I think it's huge because you're playing a Chatham team that doesn't steal a lot of bases. They have the least stolen bases in the league, but you're only a spot ahead of them. It's an Orleans offense that looks so good as of late. 5 of 7 games you score double-digit runs in. The base running has been better. Eddie King has been a little bit more aggressive after stealing so many bases to start his summer. You've got good speed, whether it be a Colin Tuft or a Joe Oyama. I understand the base stealing numbers aren't super high, hovering around 70-75% on conversion rate this summer. But if you want this offense to be at peak performance, you're not going to score double-digit runs every single night. You have to play a little small ball here and there. And I think tonight is a great opportunity against not a reeling Chatham team anymore, but a Chatham team that's going to give you everything they have. Give them a little something of your own. Be aggressive and see how it works out.
Speaking of the A's, they are out of playoff contention, but they're actually on a 3-game winning streak right now. So the A's are heating up. What should we be expecting from this team?
This is a team that has nothing to lose. They're going to come out there. This is their last game, win or lose, no matter what, for the Anglers this season. They have a guy, a left-handed hitter playing first base, Caden Kent, out of Texas A&M. 4 hits yesterday against Brewster in a big win for Chatham, 7-4. This team is not going to roll over. They're not going to give you an easy win and let Orleans clinch the East Division tonight with ease. You have to earn it, and against Chatham, with their 3rd manager of the summer, they're going to give you all they can get.
And for the final time of the regular season, I need keys to the game. Ian, you're up first.
The magic number, which I know you like when we bring out the magic number, is 3. You have to hold Max Yale on the mound to under 3 innings pitched. His last appearance was his start against you in a Chatham win. He pitched very well. You have to knock him out early, rattle some runs, keep him out in what would only be his 2nd start of the summer, force Chatham to go to what I would say, and I know this is kind of mean, a depleted bullpen. There's not a lot of arms left in this Chatham bullpen. If you could get to them early, I think you could stress them out.
Dylan, how about you? What's your key?
My phrase is the mirror. Look in the mirror and win it by yourself. With the win today, the Firebirds can win the East. Don't lose or tie today and let YD have a chance to win. Win tonight, take care of business on your own.
Now the big question is, will the Firebirds be able to put that East Division crown on tonight? The first time since 2017. You'll have to make sure you stay tuned for a lot more on the Scorching start and the game coming up.
All right, let's go to war, boys. You guys can get out.
I'm now joined alongside JMU's Fenwick Trimble. Fenwick, a huge win last night. How exciting was it to get it done against YD?
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, they're a great team, and to come out on top in a big game, it was a great feeling knowing that we've kind of struggled against them all year. It's kind of gone back and forth, but yeah, I mean, we played great, and as a team, it was a great team win to go in there and for first place, and we have to clinch it tonight. So we're looking forward to it.
It's definitely exciting, and something that I noticed is you guys really had high energy from the first pitch all the way to the last. Has that been a point of emphasis in the last few weeks?
Yeah, I think we're all just kind of realizing like it's getting close to the end, and we're all kind of, none of us really want to go home. So we want to, spend our last couple of weeks hopefully as positive and as upbeat as possible.
I know at BP we were talking how crazy it is. It's the final regular season game. What are some of your favorite memories, if you can think of, just here at Eldridge Park?
I'm going to say showing up first day and how welcoming everyone was, and then as a team and the team as a whole, just everyone that's come in and left already, just throughout the whole summer has been great. Everyone's been a great person off the field, and then on the field, great players as well. So it's been a lot of fun.
And the outfield has been one cohesive unit. You guys are always working together so well. How important is that to this team, not only tonight, but into playoffs as well?
It's great. I mean, we take pride in doing the right thing and, communicating, getting to every ball we can, trying not to let any ball drop. And, yeah, we've been playing pretty well out there, and it's been a lot of fun.
What's the mindset going into today with the ability to clinch that #1 spot in the East?
Just win. Win, yeah. Win at all costs.
And is there any keys that you have coming into today?
I just play as hard as we can and have fun, and it'll all hopefully work out.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much and good luck tonight.
Thanks, Sam.
Hey, set the tone, boys.
I'm now joined alongside Firebirds manager Kelly Nicholson. A huge win last night against the YD Red Sox. And you guys really set the tone early on. How important is that to do in today's game as well?
Well, it was good to get the lead early, Sammy. Braden Montgomery, who started for them, is good. He, there were 2 outs and a guy on, and then he just kind of lost command. And fortunately, I think he wound up walking 3 guys in, and we got up 3-0. They got punched back with a run, and then we threw up a 5, and then threw up another 3, and the thing I was most proud of, man, was, Reese's came in and did a good job. Jaden Winter, our starter, first time he just got up here, threw 2 solid innings. He's good. He's good. And Reese's threw 3 1/3, did a nice job. Mauricio came in, gave us 5 outs. And then Nate Scott came in and closed that thing out, man. And those guys did a terrific job because that's a good team over there.
And how about Matt Hallback and Eddie Micheletti?
Yeah.
Both had 3 runs. How important are they to this team, not only today, but moving on to playoffs as well?
Yeah, they're important, right? They're kind of the core of our lineup, right? Mick hits in the 5-hole right behind Matt. So I think a lot of Matt's success is due to Eddie hitting behind him. So yeah, they're big. They're good hitters. They're good players. They play hard every day. They've been in the lineup. I can't remember the last time we had them out of the lineup. So we're happy to ride him in the 4 and 5 hole again today.
And starting on the mound today is Evan Truitt. I know you will also want to use him in playoffs. So what other arms should we be expecting today?
Oh, you're going to see a slew of arms today, Sammy. Evan's just going to throw an inning. And then Everett Catlett, who just arrived today, He was playing in the NECBL last night, but he's teammates with Carp, so it works out well. He's going to throw a couple innings, and Hungate's going to throw an inning or two, and Sam's going to throw an inning or two, and you're going to see a slew of arms out there tonight because we want everybody fresh for Friday and Saturday.
Today is a huge game. It's not only the final regular season game of the year, but it's also the chance to secure that number one spot. How exciting is tonight?
Yeah, it's cool to be in this spot. I think if somebody would have said, "Hey, you need to win your final game to win the East," we'd take that every day and twice on Sunday. So, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. It's not like, man, if we lose, we're not in the playoffs. It just determines who we're going to play, and we're going to be home on Friday against a good opponent in Brewster or a really good opponent in Harwich. So, but we're just kind of focused on tonight, and I know these guys would like to get it done tonight.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much and good luck tonight.
You bet. Thank you, Sammy.
That'll do it for this edition of the Scorching Start on the Birds Broadcast Network. Make sure you tune in at 6:30 when the Orleans Firebirds take on the Chatham Anglers.